Out where the dust whirls the tales of the past, under the shadow of sins that will last. The whiskey bottles lay empty, souls hollow inside, in the town where the church fire and dark secrets lie. Echoes of train whistles mournful and low call through the night to the ghosts that I know. Blood on the church fire, flames licking sky, angels and demons in the smoke flying high. Revenge sings a ballad old as the stones, buried neath crosses and unmarked bones. She was an angel, made the devil repent, but love turned to ash and away she was sent. Betrayal, a cold whisper on a hot desert night, led to a fire that set the heavens alight. Her laughter now haunts every corner of my dreams. In the silent desert, nothing's just as it seems. Blood on the church fire, embers of fate, where the heart meets the shadow at the old pearly gate. Songs of the fallen, hymns of the damned, echo through the wasteland, vast and unplanned. Face to face with my reflection in a shard, all my sins laid bare in a yard of disregard. The truth burns hotter than the fire's own wrath, walking this cursed land on a broken path. Blood on the church fire, redemption too late. I carry this story, I carry this weight. Fate's written clear in the night sky's expanse. In the ashes I found my lost last chance. To the lost and the found, with blood on my hands and fire in my soul. In the heart of the desert, I've paid my toll. In a ghost town where the wind whispers low, under moonlit shadows of scorn church spires, a man with no face and a heart turned to cinders dances with dust where his dreams caught fire. Whiskey breath in the rattle emptied bottles, footsteps echo against the walls of a cursed land. He sways alone where hope is just a memory, fiddling a tune for the damned. Spin, oh spin in the serpent's prayer waltz, where love lies bleeding in the pale moon's glance. Revenge keeps time with a heart that malfunctions in this haunted dance. Take a ghost cold hand. There's a tale they whisper when the night grows bold, a lover's vow and a friend's betrayal. The serpent's tongue on a breeze so cold left him shattered, trails turned stale. Train whistles moan through the silent desert, a reminder of what used to be. He loved a girl as fierce as the dusty tempest, lost in a whirl of treachery. Spin, oh spin in the serpent's prayer waltz, where trust turns to ash with the fading light. The night air holds that bitter resolution, dancing closer to the end of the night. In the shadow of forgotten graves, he stands watching flames lick old sins in a burning church nearby. Mirage of her face, or just desert playing with a gun in his hand and a tear in his eye. Forgive or forsake whispers through the chapel. His resolve is brittle as the dry, cracked earth. A prayer slips out as he faces his reflection in the shattered glass, sees what vengeance is worth. Serpent's prayer waltz with the ghosts of the past and the shadows of sin. He lays down his gun as the fire dies quiet, accepts the dance and the serpent within. Spin, oh spin, till the stars beg for mercy, till the sun bleeds red over lands God forgot. He'll waltz with his demons till his breath yields to silence. In the serpent's prayer waltz, he's forever caught. Under a blood-red sky where the old church lies, ghost town whispers singing lullabies. Footsteps echo across the cursed land, a bottle of whiskey gripped in a trembling hand. The wind carries tales of a love that crashed. Here I am in the shadows, dancing with ashes. Dancing with ashes under the cold moonlight. Every step a story of what's wrong and right. In this silence where the spirit's high, I'm just a soul too restless to die. Dancing, dancing with ashes tonight. How the flames kissed the sky, the night the truth burned and love said goodbye. She vanished like smoke on that old train's whistle, left nothing but memories sharp as thistles. Now every gust of desert dust, every church bell that clashes brings me back to the dance with ashes. Dancing with ashes under the starlit veil. There's a storm brewing over the silent sands. in the shadow of a ghost town where the wind whispers sins. My boots stir the dust of the cursed land I roam. A whiskey bottle clutched in the grip of tired skin. Echoes of a train whistle calling the lost home. Burning churches of flames lighting up the dark. Ashes of the outlaw heart scattered in the breeze. Every broken promise spark, leaving behind nights that no one sees. Under the pale moonlight by forgotten graves I lay. Whispers of my lover, her betrayal cuts deep. The silhouette of a burning cross at the base. Her secrets like serpents in the dark they creep. Burning churches, the pillars of the night. Ashes of the outlaw heart drifting out of sight. Every kiss you gave a lie wrapped in delight, haunting me like shadows in the fading light. In the silence of the desert, the cold truth I confront. Her ghost in every canyon, her laughter in the storm. A pistol by my side, old scores to hunt. In the ashes of fire, a new outlaw was born. Burning churches, now just embers and art. Ashes of the outlaw heart, finding peace apart. This revenge, a bittersweet chart. God in my hand, healing stars. In the silence of the night, my soul set free. An outlaw's heart finds its final plea.
Church bells no longer toll. Whiskey bottles lay beside each forsaken soul. Dust swirls where the rose once grew. Under skies no longer clear nor blue. A lone train whistle splits the cursed air. Echoes bound for nowhere, from nowhere. Gone with the ashes, faded so fast. Memories of the future, ghosts of the past. In the silence of the desert, where the lost love scream, I wander through the remnants of a our solemn vows, but her betrayal left nothing but shadows and hollows. Gone with the ashes, lost in the blaze, the fire in her eyes, now just a smoky haze. In the whiskey's burn, where the heartache teems, I drown in the currents of broken dreams. That night, with the moon as my witness, I faced the truth as cold as the desert's kiss. A revolver's echo, a cry in the dark. What's left of justice in a world so stark? Gone with the ashes, I ride alone through silent deserts where the winds moan. With each step forward, my past I redeem. In the land of the lost, I reclaim my dream. Gone with the ashes, under starlit beams. In the haunted quiet, I sow my seeds. In the heart of a dust-choked desert town, where the shadows stretch long as the sun goes down, beneath the sway of a hangman's bow lies a secret that the winds won't allow. Whiskey bottles tell tales in the sand of a man with a cursed, blood-stained hand. Hear the whispers in the devil's deal, echoes of a heart too broke to heal. Sins cast long on this haunted stage, trapped forever in their lonesome cage. By the light of a flickering, waning moon, past lovers meet where the night birds croon. Haunted eyes and a love that died, betrayed by the greed and a darker side. A train's lonely whistle sings of woes in a town too full of forgotten throes. Hear the whispers in the devil's deal, bones rattling, seeking to feel. Ghosts roam free in the silence
by the darkest night. In the flicker of the old church flame, he stood, remembering her name. A deal struck under a starless sky, with a devil's grin and an angel's cry. Face down in the dirt, his fate he meets. Revenge a bitter drink, never tastes so sweet. Listen close to the devil's deal, where the past and pain find the wheel. Take this tale as a treacherous sign, in the land of the lost all things entwine. Hear the whispers, oh hear them well, in the devil's deal where the shadows dwell. In the hollows of a ghost town, where the wind whispers sins, moonlight dances on shattered glass. The night show begins beneath the sway of a hangman's tree. Shadows merge and part, each step they take a silent claim on a forsaken heart. So waltz, waltz with the shadows under the devil's moon, where coyotes howl and the whiskey drowns out sorrow's tune. In the dust of cursed lands, where lost souls find their call, we spin with ghosts of yesterday at the shadows waltz. Once loved a girl with fire in her eyes and a storm in her laugh. Promised her forever 'neath the stars on our broken path, but betrayal's breeze swept through our dreams, left me cold and scorned, with nothing but her echo in the chapel where we'd sworn. So waltz, waltz with the shadows under the devil's moon, past burning churches, through the night that can't come too soon. For every love that's lost, a specter's tale it installs. We dance a dance of vengeance in the shadows waltz. By the old train tracks I heard the whistle of our past, a melody so bitter in desert wind so vast. She's just a ghost in the tumbleweeds, a whisper in my flask. Tonight the shadows claim me as I rip off the mask. Waltz, waltz with the shadows, let the cold truth be shown. In this silent desert, revenge burns in the bones. Here's to the love forgotten, in their graves unadorned. We fade into the night, where only shadows are reborn. So I'll meet her at the crossroads trust had a lie. Together we'll embrace in a dance that never stalls, forever caught in the endless loop of the shadows' waltz.
In the shadow of the mesa, where the ghost towns bleed, stands the hanging tree, old gnarled in creed. Whiskey bottles clink beneath its cursed roots. Dust devils dance, the past reclines in boots. Oh, hanging tree, your branches tell no lies. Rustle secrets of the damned neath violent skies. You're the gallows and the grave, the judge so cold, where men's sins are hung heavy, their stories told. Beneath the blood-red sun, I met a man undone. His love stolen by the gun, a preacher's wayward son. By the crackling of the train, his tears fell like rain. On scorched earth, they echoed a mournful refrain. Oh, hanging tree, your shadows long and bleak, whisper tales of vengeance that the spirits seek. You're the keeper of the souls lost in the fray, holding night to ransom till the break of day. Now rest your weary limbs, no more to sway with the weight of human whims. In the dust, the ghost of justice finds reprieve, as the outlaw finds redemption, and the lost believe.
In the shadow of the ridgeline lies the bones of Dusty Creek, where the chapel bells are silent and the wind begins to speak. Whiskey bottles lie forgotten in the sands of cursed lands, forged by broken-hearted strangers with their trembling, bloody hands. Ashes of the ghost town under blood-red dusk, echoes of the love lost carried in the dust, where the sinners seek their solace in the silence of their sins. Ghost town's heart beats under where the end was just beginning.
Long ago the church caught fire on a night as dark as coal. Trapped inside her wedding gown, it burned away her soul. Her lover, he had laid the flame, revenge's bitter cry, for the gold beneath the altar, for which she watched her die. Ashes of the ghost town beneath the moon's cold crust, echoes of a love burn turned to whispered trust. The desert holds their secrets in the howling of the winds. Ghost town's curse lingers where the pain was just the pin. Crest beside the grave of wood, he hears a train whistle mourning as he knew he would. In the ghostly hour, with a pistol's cold embrace, he joins her in the ashes, disappears without a trace. Ashes of the ghost town, spirit's ghost, echoes of redemption, or maybe just the dust. There's peace among the ruins, in silent eerie grins. Ghost town's last whisper, where the end and start are twins. In the valley where the wind moans through dead pines, I found a church with its cross laying bent and burned. The moon cast shadows over blood-stained lines where once lovers vowed, only whispers now return. Dust devils dance where our dreams once stood. Whiskey bottle in my hand, feeling nothing good. Blood on the ashes, the past won't wash away. Fire in the sky, end of a judgment day. Tears turn to dust, whiskey numbs the crashes, haunted by the echoes and the blood on the ashes. Town sleeps under the starlit grief. Railroad quiet before my heavy steps alone. She left with the night like a thief in the place where her love was all I'd ever known. Forgotten graves whisper of old betrayals, echo in the train's long gone sad ways. Blood on the ashes, the past won't wash away. Fire in the sky, end of the judgment day. Tears turn to dust, whiskey numbs the crashes, haunted by the echoes and the blood on the ashes. What I can't erase. The bullet's cold in my pocket, heavy with disgrace. Blood on the ashes. Now it's me who must decide between the love I lost and the dark where I reside. This cursed land holds my soul ever tight. Gonna ride till morning or till I find my fight. Blood on the ashes in the dawn. I'll find my way or fall to silence where the lost spirits sway. In a town swallowed by the shadows of the past, where the wind whispers secrets in the dust. I walk the streets, a ghost among the ruins, a whiskey bottle clutched in these cursed hands. Old train whistles moan a song of what was lost. The echoes of laughter, now just empty sounds. I'm dancing with a lonely road under the pale moon's glow, spinning tales of a love that died and the revenge I came to know. Each step a story of betrayal in this silent desert night, where my heart beats in the rhythm of the fading twilight. There's a church at the edge where the prairie meets the sky. Its cross stands black against the fire it once knew. Promised forever by those old burning pews, but lies festered on the bell solemn toll. Now her whispers haunt the canyons like a curse. In the cold grip of night, I recall every word. I'm dancing with a lonely road under the stars' harsh light, haunted by the love we made before it turned to spite. Each gust of dust a memory in this barren whispered lore, where shadows move to the tune of the promises she wore. Here stands the gallows where truth came undone, revealed in the hollow end of a gun. Her ghost in the shadows with eyes so forlorn weeps for the man that revenge has now torn. Still I'm dancing with a lonely road where no one hears my plea. The desert holds my secrets like a lock without a key. This path of dust and sorrow where my soul no longer roams, I find my peace within the storm, the road that now is home. Shadow of the valley where the sun forgets to shine lies a town too scared to whisper, crossing over fate dust devils dance on broken streets. Wind sings the chapel sins. Every step on this cursed land, a sorrowful waltz begins. By beneath the ghostly moonlight, they waltz those lost before their time, with whiskey, tears, and heartache, to a tune that speaks of crime. The stars are dim, the night is thick, a dance of despair and chance. In the cursed land they waltz, in their endless spectral trance. There once was love neath these ochre skies, now just shadows remain. Promises made by lying lips brought nothing but pain. A train's lone whistle mourns the dead, past dreams that can't be saved. Among the ashes of the church lie secrets dark and grave. Ah, beneath the ghostly moonlight, they waltz those lost before their time, with whiskey, tears, and heartache, to a tune that speaks of crime. The stars are dim, the night is thick, a dance of despair and chance. In the cursed land they waltz, in the endless spectral trance. Oh, the tales this dusk could tell, if only dusk could speak, of the gunshots in the night, the strong preying on the weak. My heart once full of vengeance, now just echoes with regret, dancing with the ghosts of those I'm trying to forget. High beneath the ghostly moonlight, I waltz alone, my fate resigned, stepping through my past mistakes, leaving hope and fear behind. The stars now watch in silence as I embrace this cursed dance, in the land that haunts my dreams, where I had my last chance. In this cursed land I waltz, with my ghosts, my love, my stance.
In the shadow of dusk neath a blood-red sky, I rode past the chapel where the crows do cry. Ghost town whispers through streets of despair, empty bottles and dreams scattered everywhere. I'm riding through the devil's deal, haunted by the wheels, every turn and squeal. the silent sand, I ride alone, a cursed, forsaken man. Once loved a girl with wildfire eyes. Beneath these cursed stars, she told her lies. In a gust of dust she left without a trace, only the echo of her steps, a vanishing embrace. I'm riding through the devil's deal, every mile a reminder of the heart she'd steal. Whiskey numbs the soul but not the pain. In every shadow, her memory remains. Crossroads, the wind speaks her name, a spectral vision in a flickering flame. Gunpowder and guilt, my constant friends. Tonight this endless road might finally end. Still riding through the devil's cruel jest, each star above a witness to my quest. In the heart of the desert I make my stand, to break this curse or die by my own hand. To break this curse or die by my own hand. In the shadow of the Joshua tree, where the devil cast his stone, lies a town too cursed to name, where the winds forever moan. Whiskey bottles line the streets, like the soldiers falling cold. And every step on dusty earth is a story left untold. Oh, the gunpowder serenade plays a tune of lead and flame. Bitter echoes fill the night, whispering a forsaken name. In the heart of silent deserts, under skies that bleed and fade, lives the curse of every outlaw, drowning gunpowder serenade. Once a lover called my name, in a time when trust was sworn. Now her ghost in moonlit lays through the weeping cactus torn. Betrayed by blood, by love, by gold, beneath the noose a deal was made. A burning church, the cold farewell sealed by gunpowder serenade. Oh, the gunpowder serenade sings of love that can't return. Fires dance in empty eyes where the soul's too scorched to burn. Through the dust of forgotten graves where our sins at rest are laid, we're cursed to walk these lands alone with the gunpowder serenade.
meets the dawn. The train whistles mournful sounds, face to face with my own shadow on these cursed unholy grounds. The gun clicks in the silent night, like the debts of sin repaid. One last dance in the devil's hole to the tune of gunpowder played. So let the gunpowder serenade, close my eyes to the bleeding sun. May revenge or sweet release come from the barrel of my gun. In the whispers of the desert storm and the choices that I've made, I'll find my peace or damnation in the gunpowder serenade.
In the shadow of the Joshua tree, where the devil cast his stone, lies a town too cursed to name, where the winds forever moan. Whiskey bottles line the streets, like the soldiers falling cold, and every step on dusty earth is a story left untold. Oh, the gunpowder serenade plays a tune of lead and flame. The bitter echoes fill the night, whispering a forsaken name. In the heart of silent deserts, under skies that bleed and fade, lives the curse of every outlaw drowned in gunpowder serenade. Once a lover called my name, in a time when trust was sworn. Now her ghost in moonlit lakes, through the weeping cactus torn. Betrayed by blood, by love, by gold. Beneath the noose the deal was made, a burning church, the cold farewell sealed by gunpowder serenade. Oh, the gunpowder serenade sings a love that can't return. Fires dancing empty eyes, where the soul's too scorched to burn. Through the dust of forgotten graves, where our sins at rest are laid, we're cursed to walk these lands alone with the gunpowder serenade. At the edge where darkness meets the dawn, the train whistles mournful sounds. Face to face with my own shadow on these cursed unholy grounds. The gun clicks in the silent night, like the debts of sin repaid. One last dance in the devil's hole to the tune of gunpowder play. Gunpowder serenade, closed my eyes to the bleeding sun. May revenge or sweet release come from the barrel of my gun. In the whispers of the desert storm and the choices that I've made, I'll find my peace or damnation in the gunpowder serenade.
shadow of a burned down church beneath the silver moon. Whiskey breath and cursed lands under a lonesome coyote's tune. A dusty bottle rolls forgotten by old boots worn and frayed, where a ghost of vengeance whispers on winds of debts unpaid. No mercy in the outlaw heart, fire in his weary bones, riding through these silent deserts, past unmarked stones, where the train whistle moans a sorrow that only the lost can know. He walks a path of shadows where no righteous man dares go. A tale of love betrayed by blood in the cold light of dawn. Her memory a haunting ghost in the town that time's withdrawn. He swore revenge on the man who turned his day to night, his heart locked up in darkness, far from mercy's light. No mercy in the outlaw heart, hardened by the winds. He rides through cursed landscapes where the trail of vengeance begins. Under the weight of sorrow, his pain a ceaseless roam. An outlaw bound by clanking chains, far from any home. At the crossroads he stands, gun heavy in his hand, face to face with his betrayer in this God-forsaken land. Eyes cold as the desert night, the showdown silent tide, echoes of justice firing, cutting quickly through the fray. With no mercy in the outlaw heart, and revenge finally his, the ghost town whispers settle as he's embraced by desert's kiss. Riding off past burning sands into a crimson sky, an outlaw with a heart so broken not even time can try.
Shadowy veil where the wild dogs wail, under moonlit skies the cursed land lies. Whiskey bottles lay by the graves unmarked, as the church down the lane burns cold and dark. Smoke rises high, blends with the cries, ghost trains whistle past. Oh, how the dead don't die. This cursed land holds me with its thorny embrace. Lost soul an unremembered face. Once knew love's soft touch in these desolate sands. Her laughter now dust whisked away by cursed hands. Betrayed by a brother with greed in his eyes. Left me for dead under black stormy skies. Smoke swirls like spirits in the twilight's red glow. Echoes of laughter from the life I used to know. This cursed land whispers with a vengeful voice. Reclaim what was stolen. It seems I got no choice. Hard, leaves the strong feeling weak. Now the smoke settles on this cursed plot. I've taken my revenge, gave it my last shot. This land keeps its secrets like a silent vow. In the cursed land and smoke, I'll make my final bow.
Bleeds into rusty dust. Crickets sing the prelude to the night's cold hush. Old leather whispers tales from boots caked in crust. A lone shadow walks the line between the righteous and unjust. Whispers in the dusty boots riding through the gloom. Echoes of a love betrayed beneath the blood-red moon. Every step a story buried, every star a tune. Whispers in the dusty boots sing the outlaw's rune. These boots have wandered through ghost town, silent as the grave. Past whiskey bottles and cards laid out by the brave. In the whispering wind they speak of a path I once paved. Through cursed lands and past churches we burned but couldn't save. Whispers in the dusty boots, shadows on the run. Haunted by the melody of bullets in my gun. Dust storms stirred by sins that can never be undone. Whispers in the dusty boots, faded morning sun. Underneath that old willow, where secrets lie deep, the echoes of her laughter and the promises we keep.
Now it's just her ghost and the company I read. In the quiet of the desert, the past is never asleep. Whispers in the dusty boots carry me to the end, where memories twist the hearts they will never mend. A trail of redemption or a curse I just pretend. Whispers in the dusty boots, forever my condemned. So here I walk with dust chill as my only friend. These boots will carry whispers till the stars themselves descend.
Dusty town where the sun bleeds red, whiskey bottles echo the tales of the dead. A lone train whistle splits the cursed night air as shadows dance in the square. No one dares to stare. Oh, I struck a deal with the devil's fiery hand, exchanged my soul on this black and forsaken land. In the quiet of the ghost town, my sins whisper cold. Underneath that silver moon, my wicked story told. A forgotten grave unmarked lies out by the weeping willow. A lover's betrayal under the shadow of a church's burned steeple. I loved her as fierce as the desert winds roar, but the devil had plans, now she's gone, her blood on this floor. Yes, I struck a deal with the devil's fiery hand, lost more than I gained on this dark forsaken land. In the hush of the ghost town, my regrets spin and twirl. Underneath that haunting moon, lost my sweet, sweet girl. At the crossroads stood I with my faith. The sky turned black, the earth began to quake. A reckoning when my past it did reveal. In the devil's eyes the truth was my ordeal. So I struck a deal, paid with vengeance and pain. In this silent desert, only the ghosts now know my name. Let the devil take what's left in this life, I'm but a shell in the dust of the cursed land. I wait for the fires of hell. And the train cries low, just like the wails of my doomed soul. In the night, the whiskey whispers of a man who lost control.
In a town where the shadows talk and the streets they mourn in dust, a whiskey bottle lies uncorked beside a badge now caked with rust. Old train whistles cut the silence on the bones of wooden frames. A burning church's last defiance as I recall those cursed names. Blood on the ghost town under a crimson sky.
Lost souls are whispering as the vultures fly. This land remembers, oh, it never lies. Blood on the ghost town where my heartache lies. The wind carries tales of you, of a love that once burned so true, turned to betrayal under harvest moons. Your laughter now a ghostly tune. I found you cold in the desert's embrace, forgotten grave and no stone nor trace, only the echoes of your grace, driven to madness in this God-forsaken place. Blood on the ghost town under a weeping sky. Silent deserts hold the secrets of your life. This earth keeps score of the tears I cry. Blood on the ghost town where my old love died. At the edge of the broken road, I stood where the night was split. Your shadow in the moonlight showed a fleeting ghost I'll never forget. Revenge, a bitter path I tread, but justice finds its own in the end with each step. Towards you I'm led in the town that sin couldn't mend. Blood on the ghost town under a starless sky. Each step in the sand, a part of me dies. But I'll lay you down where the old crow flies. Blood on the ghost town and a gunslinger's goodbye.